welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
An aerial view of the many buildings making up the skyline of beautiful Houston, Texas, our broadcast setting tonight. The Pistons continue their journey as they play an interconference matchup on the road. And here it comes. We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge.
Thanks very much.
He definitely is tough to handle in there, David. Thanks so much. In the early part of the season, Steve, if the chemistry isn't working, what can you do to try to fix that chemistry issue?
You know, obviously the general manager and the coaches, this is where they have to be communicating amongst one another, and they have to have a great feel. Because if it's not working, and this is where you have to look at maybe benching some guys or possibly trading somebody. But that's where communication comes in. You got to have it from management to coaching to players.
Players want to know, don't they? They don't want to be left in the dark. At least they want to know the lay of the land for it.
Most of the great organizations, the communication's out front, and that's what players love. They love the trust factor from management to coaches to organizations.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court for the Pistons, the big men are Griffin and Drummond. Reggie Jackson out there with Kennard, and it's Bullock in at the three. And now the fast break Anderson with the ball over Griffin, and there's Ryan Anderson on the assist from Capella.
And because of his size, that's a difficult shot to contest.
But it's not just the size, it's the natural feel for the mid-range game. Not everyone has it.
And Michael Carter-Williams gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Here's Griffin. No good off the back of the rim.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And Anderson gets it to go.
Oh, great ball movement there.
They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
Capella against Drummond. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Working every day to develop his skills. Drummond with a nice finish inside.
Carter-Williams kicks to Capella. Stolen away. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. Yep, that one goes in there. Jackson's got his first basket of the night.
Man, he runs the floor with a purpose that time. Excellent play.
You know what? And a late reaction by the transition D takes it himself uncontested.
And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Jackson. And it's blocked by Capella. And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Jackson against Carter-Williams. Drummond with a screen on Anderson. 5 on the clock. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Smitty, Blake Griffin last season acquired by Detroit at mid-year. How do you like the fit for him with the Pistons?
You know, they needed a playmaker and a shot creator. Also gives them some star power. Putting fans in the seats, that matters.
And Blake Griffin draws a lot of fouls from the defense. You look at his percentage, Steve, at the line. He's turned a weakness certainly into a strength.
It's been a reflection of his work ethic. Year after year, we've seen him make steady improvement at the line.
Houston making a switch here. Nene's checked in. The Pistons have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Jackson drives in. It's blocked.
And for a point guard, MCW gets his share of block shots.
Rockets trail. Anderson kicks to Nene. Back to Anderson. Shoots over Griffin. They need this. And Anthony lays it in.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
You know, there's nothing more frustrating than that. Giving up points on a possession, you won.
Jackson passes to Griffin. Over Anderson. Second shot opportunity. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
So for the Rockets, Smith checked in for Anderson. P.J. Tucker comes in for Anthony. And it's Green in for Gordon. Detroit also making some changes. Pachulia, he's checked in for Griffin. Robinson comes in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Ish Smith in for Reggie Jackson. They get the rebound. That one drops for him.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And Houston calls their first timeout of the game. This game against Detroit here, it's their first meeting of the season.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
They are not short in confidence, but they can't get too carried away because it could cost them the game.
Smith against Carter Williams. Nene dishes to Green. Hits the three-point bomb. Green's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Pachulia kicks to Kennard. A shot off that time. The Rockets go the other way with it. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Yeah, they were just pounded on the inside, particularly on that backboard. That was a huge disadvantage for them.
No size or real force down there to keep the opposition from getting rebounds and easy putbacks. They have to be more physical and get dirty down there. The mid-range game is becoming more of a lost art, but not for this guy.
Carter Williams, the pass to Nene. Back to Carter Williams. He kicks to Nene. Outside, Green. Green missing again. Pistons have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. And Drummond is right there.
See, this is how you dictate the flow of the game. He's been lit this quarter.
Intercepted. And they're pushing it up. Here's Kennard. Count it.
Well, early on, neither team put much emphasis on the defensive side.
No doubt. The offensive game planning on both sides has been effective early on.
Another miss by Houston. Pistons leading by 4. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Tucker. Carter Williams dishes to Nene. Carter Williams kicks to Nene. And Tucker has it in the corner. Carter Williams, the pass to Nene. 5 to shoot. There's Green with the 3. And Pachulia pulls it down. There's the pass to Robinson. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Robinson's got his first points of the night.
Taking what the defense offers up, Smith with good vision there finds the open man.
One of the most dominant big men in the league, Andre Drummond, says he's learned how.
Watching previous guys who've led this team.
And, you know, Greg, with Blake Griffin, he's got somebody to take some of that leadership role alongside him.
And those two will be pivotal in deciding just how good this team can be.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
I tell you what, that first quarter, you can see the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
That's their mindset, and these extra possessions have been converted into a lead.
P.J. Tucker is out there with Smith. Then there's Gerald Green. Then it's Carter Williams. And it's Capella in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. The shot's good from Smith.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Smith kicks to Robinson. Tipped away. It's stolen by Carter Williams. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
The Pistons went for it last season, bringing in Blake Griffin and trading away picks and players. Didn't work out the way they wanted, but they are determined to make a go of it. They're in a brand new building, and they hope that their moves in the future will draw fans back to the franchise. Kevin?
Good overview, David. Thank you. Inside, here's Smith, and he banks in the layup. And the Pistons lead by 4. Steve, there's plenty of discussion that the NBA has become less physical and more over-officiated. What's your opinion on letting guys play a little bit more?
You know, I think, Kevin, it's freedom of movement, and I think when you took out hand checking and obviously arm bar checking and down in the post, it's hard to guard some of these fantastic players with their skill set and obviously with their athleticism. A guy dribbling at you at 100 miles per hour, how do you get your balance without touching him? And I think that's where you start to see a lot of the fouls called. And a lot of fans are looking back in the day saying, well, that wasn't a foul, but I think under the rules, the referees have to call these plays because there's no hand checking.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Anderson, he's checked in for Smith. Carmelo Anthony comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Gordon in for Michael Carter-Williams. Robinson kicks to Bullock. Here's Lure. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Lure's got his first points in this one. Left side, Gordon. Anthony, the pass to Capella. Houston moving it around. And here's Anderson for 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
You know what? It's a fine line between attacking but yet staying under control, and they did, and that's why they shot such a high percentage.
Yeah, terrific discipline, searching for the best possible shots. That's how you achieve great results on the offensive end.
Out of bounds, Houston takes possession. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. Look at the Trailblazers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when I look at Houston, they believe they can be more competitive than they've shown. It's still very early in the season, so the optimism for a successful run is still there. Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Jackson from long range knocks down the 3 ball. Jackson's got it all tied up now for Detroit.
You know, a little inconsistent from deep when he first entered the league. Jackson now an emerging three-point threat.
Capella against Griffin. And here's Anderson from the arc. No good there. And it's Detroit the other way.
Well, a big focus for the Pistons has been improving their shooting, and they've done it. Last season, the 5th best three-point percentage in the league.
Over in the corner, Green. That 3 off the mark. The Pistons have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Green against Jackson. A floater. And he sinks the layup. And it's a 4-point Piston lead. And, Steve, last season, the Pistons' three-point percentage was top 5, but their percentage inside the arc, bottom 5.
Only middle of the pack in terms of the number of threes they attempted. Might want to shoot more from long range. Force the defense to really guard them out there to open up the inside.
Lure sets the pick for Jackson. Another 3 for Detroit.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
To the wing on the left. Green kicks to Capella. Back to Green. 3-pointer. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
And that's from beyond, guys. Right back at you.
This is looking more like an all-star game right now. Everyone launching from range.
There's a screen. Lure dishes to Jackson. Lure the screen. Jackson passes to Griffin. 4 on the clock. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, and locates the open man.
And here's Anderson from the arc. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
What a valuable asset to the offense, having a big with that kind of range.
Outside Robinson. And it's Bullock in the corner. Out to the wing. Here's Lure. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Lure's got 4 points this quarter.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Anthony kicks to Capella. Griffin with the steal. 3-on-3. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one's on Eric Gordon. For Detroit, they have made 2 of the previous 3 free throws in today's game.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Here's Hartenstein. No good on that last second attempt there. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. The Pistons on top, leading by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by.
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, big.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. The halftime. It was Andre Drummond who got hot in the first. He had 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 assist. Kenny, what's your take on Detroit so far?
Well, their shooting accuracy was on point. It was good play calling, of course, by the coaching staff, but it was great execution by the team.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
Well, they had a strong perimeter game. See, Ernie, when this team executes from long range, those weapons spread out of defense. Coming out in the second half, if those shooters are hot, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that does it for our halftime.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. We've seen Gerald Green really having a great game.
Yeah, scoring consistently from range. He really lit it up there in the first half.
Yeah, the defense has to adjust, extend out to him in the second half, and that could create a lot of floor spacing.
On the court for the Pistons, the athletic front pair is Griffin and Drummond. Kennard is out there with Jackson, and it's Bullock in at the 3, the small forward. Pistons leading by 5.
Luke Kennard, the 12th pick in the 2017 draft out of Duke, an outstanding shooter and has a lot more to show in his game. So gifted. Drummond soars through the air, then explodes on the finish.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. And the basket by Gordon. And Kennard, Smitty, went 1 pick in front of Rookie of the Year contender Donovan Mitchell. Some Piston fans ticked off about that.
Yeah, I understand. But he was top 20 in three-point percentage right out of the gates. It's not just about year one. I think Kennard has a chance to be good.
Good. Drummond's got the lead up to 7 now for Detroit.
You have to block out better than that. Drummond, one of the best in the league at converting off the glass.
Capella kicks to Anderson. No good from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And there it is for him. And now a 9-point Detroit lead.
Well, this is what every coach emphasizes. Keep your head up, be willing to make the extra pass.
The 3 from Anthony. Good on the triple. Anthony's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Carter Williams against Jackson. Here's Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
And not afraid to say it. If Drummond isn't the best rebounder in the NBA, he's got to be in the top 3. That goes for both ends of the floor. Just no way to hold him in check on the board.
To the paint, here's Griffin, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
The Rockets making a switch here. Smith has checked in. Carter Williams kicks to Smith. Griffin with the steal. Oh, here we go with Griffin. Nobody back there. And Griffin slams it in.
Blake is like having another guard on the floor, getting down and sprinting and beating everybody down the court.
Pass to Anderson. Back to Carter Williams. Houston moving it around. Smith on the wing. Clock at 6. And here's Anderson from the arc. Rebound, Detroit.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Steve, you were kind of a positionless player when you played 6'8", highly skilled. Talk about some of the guys who really fit that bill in today's game.
I think guys like LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, Jason Tatum does a fantastic job. Ben Simmons, Jaylen Brown, he's done a nice job. Gordon Hayward. Those are the guys that are 6'8", 6'7", can do a lot of different things at that position. One of the best also at that position, Andre Iguodala. To be able to switch out on offense and also play different positions on the offensive end.
Excellent list. Jackson. Anderson with the block. Smith kicks to Anthony. His three-pointers off the mark. Pistons leading by 9. Here's Kennard. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Anthony, the pass to Gordon. A 3-ball. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Gordon. Anderson's got 11.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, forcing defenders to come out and guard them, which could open up driving lanes if they want to take advantage of that.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Anderson. Nene comes in for Smith. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Anthony. And it's Green in for Carter Williams. Then for the Pistons, Pachulia, he's checked in for Griffin. Robinson comes in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Ish Smith in for Kennard. Picked by Pachulia. Jackson from long range. Not that time, his 6th miss. He's made 4 of 10 so far.
Well, this whole period for him, it's been challenging. You can tell he's starting to press.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Here's Pachulia, then Pachulia with the dunk.
The highest percentage shot on the floor. Zaza likes to get his points at the rim.
Rockets trailed by 5. Gordon, the pass to Hartenstein. Here's Tucker. Misses the 3. Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. To the middle. Here's Jackson. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assists. And that's 12 points for Reggie Jackson.
Lots of contact. Jackson with the strength to power through. Something he didn't have when he first entered the league.
There's Green with the 3. Rebound by the Pistons. Pachulia's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
The way he glides around the court doesn't look like Jackson is moving as fast as he really is.
And here's Green outside. 8 for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Picked by Pachulia. Pachulia with the screen on Gordon. Smith off the screen. The shot's good.
A smooth play by Ish Smith. Under control off the pick. Takes it himself.
Hartenstein passes to Nene. Here's Green. Again, the Rockets score.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
The momentum is building, scoring in a bunch of ways. That's why his number keeps getting called.
And so is Detroit, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. right back after this break. Now let's take a listen on head coach Dwayne Casey.
Solid defense wins this game right here.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Pistons leading by 6. Nene is out there with Hartenstein, and there's Gordon, and it's Green, and it's Tucker in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And Lure wide open, he shoots it. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 3 assists tonight.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Gordon kicks it to Tucker. And some nice passing there by Houston. And it's Green missing.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
To the inside. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 16 points for Reggie Jackson.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Hartenstein passes to Green. Here's Hartenstein. Guarded by Jackson. Inside. Here's Gordon. Lays it up and banks it in.
And defensively, neither side able to get many stops.
Well, this is when you need them, late in the game. It's not all about scoring.
And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Griffin's checked in for the Pistons. Reggie Bullock comes in for Reggie Jackson. Here's Kennard. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. And the Pistons lead by 11.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
There's Green with the 3. And Pachulia pulls it down. And there's the call on Nene. That'll be his second foul of the game. Anthony's checked in for Houston. Michael Carter-Williams comes in for Gerald Green. Picked by Griffin. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Back to Smith. Picked by Pachulia. And it's Smith penetrating. Pachulia, good.
Timeout. And because of his quickness, it draws defensive attention, opens up a passing lane to the roller.
Timeout called, the Rockets. Well, Steve, to play in the NBA, you need to be in peak shape. Talk about your diet and workout regimen back when you were in the game.
I will give myself an A+ for workout regimen back in the day, Kevin.
Wow.
And then that diet part, I would say C-.
That was a D.
Yeah, you got it right. I would say a D. I try to give myself a little credit and say C-. I would say I love to see right now the cross workouts right now with guys doing Pilates, yoga, swimming. They're trying different things.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Mike D'Antoni talk to his team. He's not satisfied with their effort level. He said, we're not hustling out there, guys. We are not going to win that way. I promise you. We've got to get after it. We'll see how his team responds.
And Anderson kicks to Carter-Williams. At the top of the key, Capella. Anthony on the wing. A 3 from Anderson. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Hey, continue to stack it up from 3. He's got 2 in each half so far.
Here's Smith. It's rebounded by Carter-Williams. Rockets trailed by 7. At the elbow, it's Gordon. Pass to Anderson. Kicks it out to Gordon. Releases. Rebound, Detroit. Griffin's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Kennard, defended by Gordon. Pachulia with the screen on Gordon. Pachulia sets a screen for Smith. In the corner, it's Griffin. Tries it from 19, and right on target, good. And the Pistons lead by 9. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Carter-Williams kicks to Gordon. No good with the triple. The Pistons have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor.
You know he would like to have that one back. A clear look from the mid-range.
Capella against Pachulia. Gordon outside. Again, the miss by Gordon. Pistons leading by 9. To the paint, here's Griffin, and Griffin slams it in.
That is in Blake Griffin's DNA. dunking on guys.
Anderson outside. Kicks it to Capella. Gordon outside. The Rockets again can't hit. For Detroit, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Passes to Griffin. 1:31 left in the game. Good on the shot.
This is what you want out of your offense. A high percentage look for Blake Griffin.
Timeout called the Rockets. They're behind by 13. 1:29 left here in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Andre Drummond.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Well, he needed a game like this badly. He's been struggling for a while now, but tonight he broke out of that slump in style.
No doubt about it. He's been a monster from deep.
By and large, defenders have done a poor job of running him off his spots. That's why he keeps firing.
Outside Gordon. Anderson outside. Lets the three fly. That shot missing. And the Pistons now going the other way.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Pistons.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Andre Drummond.
Boy, such a big factor in the game tonight. His intensity on the boards. Even when guys put a body on him, he somehow still beats them to the ball.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And every set they're running looks like it's designed to produce a triple.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch. Looking to rack up points in chunks.
Jackson against Carter Williams. Outside Jackson. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. A solid win on the road for them. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Now...